Ironically, I want to talk about abandoning what you said you were going to do. And I'm having to take a moment to laugh because this is my second time recording this, and I'm recording it off the cuff, just generally from downloads or uploads that I'm receiving. The same as the time that I recorded it before, just a few minutes ago. And for some reason or another, my laptop closes before it seals the record. And so I could not recover it. And I listened to all these thoughts in my head because I knew, that if it was not there, I couldn't abandon what I said I was going to do. I'd have to re record it. But I want to talk to you about abandoning what you say you're going to do and what happens each time you do that. Every time you say that you're going to hire new people in your business, or you're going to work less, earn more, you're going to learn how to create a new business model so that things are happening with more ease and flow, and then you abandon that, you go back to an old identity. And what happens is that old identity cannot create new results. And so all of this is perfect timing. It's a measure of synchronicity as we are on the 99th day of the 100 days to exceptional challenge I did for myself to upload 100 videos, one video every day for 100 days, the last 100 days of the year. And we're on video 99. But earlier, I was thinking about some of the things that have transpired during this time. And this would be a great time to talk about at least one of them. And then on the last video, which will be the video for tomorrow, the 100th video, I'll kind of complete the series in my spaces of awareness. But one thing I noticed was that when you abandon what you said you were going to do, you go back to an old identity. So, one of the things that I said I was going to do for 100 days that I was not consistent on was drinking my herbal tea daily. Now, normally I do it about 3 times a week, but I don't have to think about it. It's just casually something that I built into my routine, and I might skip a week, but not even really realize it because I wasn't being intentional. But for the most part, on average, I would normally drink my herbal tea about 3 times per week. I said I was going to do it for 100 days, and I didn't. That was one area where I abandoned what I said I was going to do. I was not consistent with that. And I thought about that earlier today, and I said, what this shows me is that in the area of health, I haven't gotten intentional enough. That's what it showed me. And it was so easy to revert back to my old identity, who was not used to that being like top of mind. It was just something that I naturally did about 3 times a week. And so it said to me the importance of accountability. Coming on with the 100 videos, there's a space of accountability. Like anyone who's listening who saw me make this declaration, that is one space of accountability. But with the T's, nobody is here like watching me do my T's, right? And so I don't need motivation at this stage in my life to get up and do the things that I said I was going to do for my future. But as I'm adding new things on, I do realize that it's a lot easier to abandon what you said you were going to do and let that old identity rise to the forefront. So, my question to you is, what have you abandoned? What did you say you were going to do in your business? Were you going to hire? Were you going to operate in a new role in your business? What is it that you said you were going to do that you've abandoned? And then I want you to know that when you abandon what you say you're going to do, an old identity steps back up to the forefront, and that old identity can only create an old reality. This is a beautiful space of awareness. Just ask yourself, where have I abandoned what I said I was going to do? And then look at the results that you're having in that area, and it will answer it. It's because an old identity was operating instead. That's my take on today. I'm Tanya Wilson, also known as the Growth Strategist, business consultant, and mindset coach. I support women just like you to step into their personal power so you're not abandoning what you said you were going to do. Scale your business and create a lifestyle that you love. That is my take on today. Peace and abundance, the 99th day of 100 days to exceptional.